All right, let's talk about something that's affecting millions of us every single night. It's this silent problem, and it's hiding in the one place you've never expected, your sleep.
I mean, how many times have you felt this? You put in a full 8 hours, you think you should be rested, but you wake up feeling totally drained, maybe a little foggy and just not right. If that sounds like you, you're going to want to stick around for this.
You know, we often write these things off, right? A dry mouth, a little brain fog, maybe that cough that just won't go away. We see them as totally separate, minor issues. But what if they're not separate at all? What if they're all clues pointing to the exact same problem?
And here's the culprit. It's a condition called sleep-disordered breathing, or SDB. The most common type, and the one you've probably heard of, is obstructive sleep apnea. And it's pretty much what it sounds like. Your breathing is literally stopping and starting over and over all night long.
So, to really get what's going on, think about it like this. With obstructive apnea, the common one, your brain is yelling breathe. Your chest is trying, but the airway is physically blocked. It's like trying to sip a thick milkshake through a soft straw that just keeps collapsing on itself. But with central apnea, it's a total communication breakdown. The brain just forgets to send the breathe signal in the first place.
Now, doctors measure how severe this is with something called the AHI score. It basically counts how many times per hour you either stop breathing completely, that's an apnea, or your breathing gets super shallow. Anything over 5 is a red flag, but for folks with a score over 30, that means their breathing is getting interrupted more than once every 2 minutes. Just let that sink in. But here's where this story gets really wild. This is not some ancient problem we've always had. Not at all. When scientists look at skulls from just a few hundred years ago, they find something amazing. Perfectly straight teeth, wide jaws, and airways that are just wide open. So, what on earth changed?
Well, the answer is literally right in front of our faces. It's our faces themselves. Our modern lifestyles, especially our diets full of soft, processed foods and habits like breathing through our mouths, have actually changed how our jaws develop. Our airways have physically become narrower, setting the stage for that nightly collapse.
So the solution, amazingly, comes back to posture. Not your back posture, but your mouth posture. It's 3 simple things. 1, lips gently sealed. 2, you're breathing through your nose. And 3, the big one, your entire tongue is resting flat against the roof of your mouth. This simple posture acts like a natural splint holding your airway open.
And if you're thinking, come on, can that really make a difference? Just look at this. This is a real CT scan. On the left, before training this posture, you can see the tongue is low and the airway is this tiny, narrow red sliver. Now look at the right, just 8 months later. The tongue is up high, the airway is opened up dramatically, that's the green area, and even the hyoid bone, which is a key support for the airway, has physically moved up and forward. This isn't theory, this is real structural change.
Okay, so why is this such a huge deal? This quote just nails it. Every single time your breathing stops, your body has to panic. It floods your system with stress hormones to jolt you awake just enough to take a breath. Your body, it never ever gets to truly rest.
And that constant nightly battle, it has devastating effects. I mean, look at these numbers. For people with high blood pressure that just won't respond to medication, an incredible 80% of them have sleep apnea. Heart failure, AFib, stroke, diabetes, this one condition is a massive and often totally overlooked root cause of our most serious diseases.
And it's not just your body, it's your brain too. See, during deep sleep, your brain has this amazing cleaning cycle that flushes out all the toxic gunk that builds up during the day. But since apnea is constantly yanking you out of that deep sleep, the cleaning crew never gets to finish the job. Those toxins just build up night after night, increasing your risk for cognitive problems later on.
Let's just boil it all down to one number. If you have untreated sleep apnea, your risk of a heart attack or a stroke is 2 to 5 times higher than someone who breathes normally at night. That is a massive, massive risk factor.
But here's the most important part. You have power here. You can start reclaiming your own airway. Practice that oral posture during the day. Make breathing through your nose your absolute default. Getting more physical activity is huge too. It helps reduce fluid that can shift up to your neck when you lie down. And of course, managing your weight and dealing with any allergies that make you congested are also key.
And here's some really good news. Figuring out what's happening in your sleep is getting so much easier. We're moving away from those old school sleep studies where they wire you up like a science experiment. The future of this stuff is totally touchless.
So check this out. One of the coolest new innovations is something called millimeter wave radar. It's this small device you literally just put on your nightstand. It sends out completely harmless radio waves that can track the tiniest movements of your chest as you breathe.
And the stuff this little box can figure out, it's incredible. It can count all those apnea events. It can tell you exactly how much deep sleep, your brain's wash cycle, you're actually getting. It can even spot changes in your breathing that might be an early warning sign for heart problems. And all of this happens silently, from your nightstand, while you just sleep.
So we'll end with this thought. We've connected the shape of our face to the way we breathe, and the way we breathe to our risk for some of the biggest diseases of our time. It's an incredibly powerful chain reaction. So the real question is, knowing all of this, what's one small habit you could start to change today?